Hi, I'm Anastasia. This is a prenatal gentle flow practice. Although it is labeled as prenatal, this is a great practice for anybody who's looking to do a gentle flow. So you don't have to be female, you don't have to be pregnant or postpartum. As long as practicing yoga generally is safe for you, this will be a very pleasant practice. Today we're going to focus on gentle back bends and chest opening. So backward bending is an important piece of our spine health. Not to say we have to go far to do it. So much of our daily life is spent leaning forward where our back is rounded, whether it's due to driving or being on the computer or having to sit a lot for our job. A lot of us spend the day rounded forward, even just being on our phone, like you might be right now. So all of that backward bending and chest opening is going to help us to reverse those postural issues and just help to build a stronger, better, healthier spine, which is important for everyone, not just people who are pregnant or postpartum. The gentle aspect of the backward bending for someone who is pregnant, like myself, is because we want to prevent diastasis recti from happening. So we don't want those abdominal muscles to separate. It's hard to heal them back together. So this happens anyway, can happen regardless of how we take care of ourselves, which is absolutely okay. But we don't want to do extremely deep backward bends. It puts pressure on the baby and it increases the chances of that diastasis recti from happening. So go ahead and find yourself a comfortable seated position. It does not have to be crossed legs, but it can be. Sit up tall, stacking one vertebra on top of the other, crown of your head reaching up to the ceiling. Give your shoulders a big roll up to your ears and down and back. Nice open space in your chest to receive your breath. You can close your eyes to bring that focus inward. Start to move your breath in and out your nose only. Long, slow inhales, filling up the chest cavity and abdomen completely with air. And full exhales, pushing out every drop of that breath. With your next few inhales, take a little inventory of your body, noting how all the different parts of it are feeling today. If any part of it is in need of some extra care or attention, just make a mental note of it so that you can do so throughout our practice. With your next few exhales, let go of your day. Anything you've already done, whatever you have left to do, anything troubling your mind or your spirit, just drifting away. With your body and mind connected, in your space, please silently set an intention for your practice. It could be something physical, like building a stronger back, or something mental, like finding peace. Set yours silently now. Maintain that nasal breath throughout our practice. It will encourage flexibility, mobility, and control. And you're welcome to have your eyes closed at any time. Just be aware that this affects your balance. Remaining in your comfortable seated position with your shoulders down and back, drop your chin toward your chest. The rest of the spine stays nice and long. Roll your right ear toward your right shoulder. Continue in this nice slow circle. Thinking about lengthening those vertebrae, space between the vertebrae rather than crunching them down. Once your chin reaches your chest again, reverse directions. Take your time, especially in spots that feel a little sticky. Pause with your chin toward your chest. Your next inhale, open the arms, lift your chest and base. Exhale to round like you're giving a great big hug. Follow your breath. We never have to move in unison. We never have to use the same ranges of motion. After your next exhale, find neutral spine. I want you to go ahead and shake your legs out if they've been folded. That can become tiresome for the knees. Remember, your comfortable seat is whatever works for you. After you shake those legs out, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. You're going to draw your heels as close to your groin as you can. Use your peace fingers to hook your big toes. Sit up tall. I want you to imagine the soles of your feet opening up like a book. For Baddha Konasana, bound angle. We inhale, exhale, nose dives toward the toes. Give yourself the space that you need for the belly. You can use your elbows to press outward on those legs. Always sending that exhale into any tight places. Release. Leave the legs where they are. I'm going to turn sideways so you have a better view. Place your hands behind you, fingertips looking towards your body. Lift your belly and your chest. You can look forward, up, or drop your head back. Supported back bend. Release slowly. We never want to move rapidly out of a backward bending posture. We really don't want to move too rapidly out of any posture, but definitely when that head is back or down, we want to move slowly out of it to prevent ourselves from becoming dizzy. Now let's slide those feet out. Soles of the feet are still together, but now we have a large space between the groin and the heels. For Kite Pose, inhale, sit tall. Exhale, forehead dives toward the soles of the feet. Such a wonderful low back stretch, hip opener. If your forehead is able to come all the way to the soles of the feet or to the insteps of the feet, you'll find that it is a perfect fit. Inhale and exhale, release. Now we're going to lift those knees and plant the feet. If for any reason this tabletop does not feel good to you, you can place your hands behind and do that supported back bend like we did before. Fingers face your butt. Inhale, exhale, press through those feet to lift the belly, lift the glutes into tabletop. You can look forward, up, or drop your head back. Inhale and exhale, release slowly. Now we're going to take those legs out in front of us. If it's comfortable for you, fully extended that is. If it is comfortable for you to have the legs all the way together, you certainly can. If you need to create a little V for the space of your belly, please do so. Take a big inhale, lift up, flex those toes back, exhale, hinge forward. If it works, again, you can use those peace fingers to hook the big toes as we draw both forward and downward. Looking between or at those legs. Inhale and exhale, release. Now you can come into that supported back bend. You can do tabletop again, or if you would like, upward facing plank. Fingers face your butt, legs are extended. We inhale, exhale, lift the hips and the belly. Look forward, up, or drop your head back. Reach the toe tips toward the floor. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Release slowly. Let's move on to our hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, tops of the feet relaxed on the mat. If needed, if it feels better for your wrists, you can always come to the fists. Inhaling and exhaling through cat-cow. Inhale, face and hips lift, belly drops. Exhale to round as we draw the navel up and in. Noticing that cow is also a gentle back bend or a gentle back extension. And that the pair of cat and cow together give us that extension followed by the flexion, that counter posture. Cat-cow is safe. You could do it anytime without doing warm-ups beforehand. So good for your spine and your core. After your next exhale, find neutral spine. You're neither arched nor rounded. Belly gently lifted. Gaze just in front of your fingertips. Fingers spread wide. Index fingers point forward. Tuck your toes, lift back and up to downward facing dog. Look through your legs, press your chest back towards your thighs. You're welcome to pedal through your feet or wiggle your hips, raise up and down, do whatever feels good. Or stepping the legs wider as needed. And if downward dog doesn't feel good for you, come back to hands and knees. And now we'll all drop to the knees, taking them as wide as you need, big toes together behind you, hips back toward your heels. Your forehead can come down on your mat, the arms reaching long, behind the head or around the legs for child's pose. So as the weeks go by, I'm having to take my legs wider and wider. That's all right. Your child's pose is meant to be comfortable. I hope it is comfortable for you. Intended to be a resting posture, but it's also a nice counter posture to any backward bending. So please come to that child's pose whenever you need. Let's return to hands and knees. Let's take some more cat-cows. Follow your breath. After your next exhale, find neutral spine. Spread your fingers, index fingers look forward, tuck your toes, lift back and up to downward facing dog. Press your chest back, look through your thighs, feel free to pedal, wiggle, do what feels good. And now let's walk the feet up to the hands. They're somewhat separated as you relax into forward fold. Top of the head draws downward. Shake it yes and no. Make sure it's dangling heavy like a bowling ball from a string. You can grasp your elbows if you'd like and rock or sway. Also a wonderful release for our low back. Wonderful release after any back extensions. Let go the elbows, soften your knees, roll up slowly. You can support on the thighs if needed. One vertebra at a time, we're not puffing up here. Roll those shoulders up to the ears and down and back. Abdomen and tailbone pulled in. You're in mountain pose, Tadasana. Also a convenient resting posture should you need it. Beginning our sun salutation today with the chest stretch, gentle back bend. Bring the hands behind you, clasp them, slide them down your butt, and we open the chest. We can take that little back bend too, pressing the hips forward, squeezing the glutes tight. You can drop your head back if you want, if that feels good. Inhale, exhale, nod the chin, dive it down. If it feels good for you, those arms can float up and over. You're looking towards your belly. While you're still down, let go the arms. Inhale, half lift, look forward, flatten your back, touching shins, thighs, or floor. Exhale, hands come down. Walk, step, or jump to your plank. You're welcome to stay on your toes. If you need, drop to your knees. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga, float down. If it is not safe for you, especially if you're pregnant, to come all the way to your belly, please find cobra or upward facing dog. Shoulders and earlobes far apart. Now, of course, this is a back extension as well. We can take pressure off of the low back by squeezing the glutes very tight. Release to find child's pose. Not a traditional piece of our sun salutation, but we'll take it as that counter posture to the cobra or our upward facing dog. Find all fours. Tuck your toes, lift back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump forward. Release and fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Again, we clasp those hands behind. Try to grip the unnatural way. I also like to say put the weird finger on top. Shoulders move down and back as we open the chest. Maybe squeezing those glutes to push the hips forward, maybe looking back. Inhale, exhale, lift slowly, nod the chin, and dive it down. If it feels good, those arms float up and over. If you need more intensity here, you're gonna bring your palms together. Make sure that neck is totally long and relaxed, not lifting your head whatsoever. Release the arms while you're still down. Inhale, half lift. Look forward, flatten your back. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to your plank. Knees or toes. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga, float down. Not coming all the way to the floor if that's not safe for you. Finding your cobra or moving to the tops of the feet for upward facing dog. Release back. Child's pose. Back to hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Lift back and up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, move forward. Release and fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, palms to your heart. We'll come through this version of sun salutation once more. Surya Namaskar. Interlace those fingers behind you, open the chest, squeeze those glutes if you'd like to take that little back bend, not for long. Lift slowly, nod your chin, dive it down. Floating those arms over if it feels good. If it's better to just leave them on your back, that's fine. While you're still down, let go of the arms. Inhale, half lift. Look forward, flatten your back. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to your plank. Knees or toes. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga, float down, elbows close, those arms work. And we find cobra or upward facing dog. Release into your child's pose. All fours. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, move forward. Release and fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Pausing here for a moment. Thumbs at your sternum. Abdomen and glutes pulled tight in our mountain pose. Maybe you feel the heart beating a little faster. Control your breath. In and out your nose only. To slow that heart rate down. Slow the breath down a little bit. Remind yourself of your intention. In our next vinyasa, our next flow, we'll be moving through some postures that will include some backward bending, gently of course, chest opening, and a little bit of balance. Bend your knees. We're gonna step that left leg way, way back. Big step, so long that we can gradually, slowly drop that knee down. Untuck the toe if you want. Cushion the knee as you need with a blanket or pillow or what have you. From here, we're just gonna place the hands on the knee or on the thigh just above the knee, and we can gently open, gently back bend. So where I feel this a lot is in my low abdomen and my hip flexor. Remember, if you are pregnant, your body produces more of the hormone relaxin that makes you more flexible. So maybe you don't go to that edgy place in the posture. Maybe you go just before it. Let's sit it back. Counter posture, we bring the hands inside of the leg for Hanumanasana, our version of it. So we're stretching that hamstring and calf. We can sit back more, we can flex the toes more, or we can slide forward. Ultimately, this would go into that full split Don't feel any pressure to go there, please. Do what you need to do. You can even move those hips around a little bit. Now we're going to shift forward. We're going to tuck that back toe to lift up to that high lunge, and we're going to open the chest. Back knee is lifted. You're sitting down only as low as you wish. Whatever works for your body. Now we're preparing to move into a balance. We're preparing to move into dancer pose. If you feel like you need some support with a wall or a chair for more stability, certainly move to do that. Take your time. We're going to push off of that back foot. We're going to turn that palm out, and we're going to grab the inside of the foot. Now I'm going to face you for a moment to set this up. You're standing on your right leg, you're going to grab your left foot from the inside. Maybe that's where you stay. Maybe we lift that arm. You're already doing it. So you can stay there, or we can gradually lean forward. Now, if we really push that foot into the hand, we're going to open that chest and shoulder even more. And of course, we're getting that gentle back bend here. Inhale and exhale, release. As we balance, take a moment here to breathe. Any cushion underneath you creates more instability. If you felt too wobbly there and you can move to a hard surface, that will help the stability some. Remember to balance safely. Soften your knees. And now we step that right leg back, big step. Lift that back knee. And we're so long that we just slowly come down. We're not right on top of the knee. We don't want to be here. We want to be extended to where we can be. Ankle right under that front knee. So we don't want to be here. That's a little stressful on the knee. Cushion as you need. Maybe hands come to the thighs. And we take a little back bend. You're going to know where you need to be. Maybe you don't want to drop your head back. That's fine. I don't really want to drop my back either. Shoulders down from the ears. And now let's sit the hips back. Hands come inside the leg to create space for the belly if needed. We can flex those toes back more. We can sit back more. And we can slide forward. Whatever you need to do. Let's shift forward, step on that foot, tuck those back toes. We come up to Crescent high lunge, back knee lifted, sitting only as low as you want. Open the chest. Again, you don't have to do a big backward bend here. Maybe you just open those arms. Maybe you flex your fingers back and in. Feel that stretch even through the forearms. Now we're slowly going to move off of that back leg to find our dancer pose. It does not have to be a smooth movement out of here, but we'll push off of that back foot. And I'm going to face you this vinyasa again to set it up. You're standing on your left leg. Your right hand comes out to the side. We grab the inside of the right foot, lifting that arm. If it works, you'll begin to hinge. If not, that is okay. Grab a wall if needed. Stare at a still spot somewhere in front of you. If you're wobbly, it's okay. Obviously, I am too. In fact, I want to set this up again. That's all right. Inhale and exhale, release. Amazing how balancing can elevate our heart rate. Let's step those legs wide, feet outside the mat, toes look forward. We'll just take a nice forward fold to relax the spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Top of the head draws down. Grab on wherever you want. Lift those hips high. Maybe looking up through the legs. Maybe using the strength of your arms to draw lower. And slowly coming up one vertebra at a time. We'll move through this vinyasa once more. Keep in mind that this is your body. If your back is already starting to feel sore, this is normal. We're engaging those muscles back there, but maybe back it off a little bit this time. If you're feeling great, you're improving that mobility and flexibility without discomfort, go for it. Soften the knees. We step that left foot back, big step, sliding long, dropping low, cushioning that back knee if needed, untucking the back toes if you want, and we can press against that thigh for a gentle back bend. Shoulders stay away from the ears. Like I said, I don't feel like dropping my head back today. That doesn't feel great on my neck today. So I'm not going to do it, but you can. And sit the hips back. Hands come down, relax the neck. We can flex those toes back more, sit back more, or if it works, we can slide long. Now, again, beware of overstretching. You don't want to do that. You can come to the place that's edgy and hold there. Whatever works for you. Don't feel any kind of pressure to get this far, especially right away. It takes time to build our flexibility and mobility. Coming out, we shift forward, tuck those back toes, lift up, open the chest. If you would like, interlace your fingers to open the chest. This might encourage you to backward bend more, so decide where you want to be. Release the arms, moving slowly into that dancer pose. Take your time. We push off of that back foot. We grab the inside of it with the left hand. Right arm reaches. You're welcome to stay here. If it works, we hinge. Maybe pressing that foot into the hand to open the chest even more. Gazing at a still spot somewhere in front of us. Inhale and exhale, release with control. Pause here for a moment. Stilling the breath, calming the breath, ensuring that it's moving in and out your nose. remind yourself of that intention. Soften your knees. And we step that right leg back. Big step. Wiggling it long to come all the way down. Untuck the toes. We can place the hands on the thigh to take a little back bend. Take it where you want. But shoulders stay far from the earlobes. Sit your hips back. Lift the toes. Hands come down. Relax your neck. If it works, we're going to slide it forward. Only if that's safe for you. Go where you need to go. We release slowly, shift forward, tuck your back toes, and we lift up to a high lunge. Interlace if you would like, using the unnatural grip. All 10 toes look forward. Slowly, we release, we move off of that back leg, we grab the inside of the foot, maybe lifting that arm. Remember to come to a wall to help you with balance if needed. Hinge forward if that works for you. Inhale and exhale, release. Step it wide, toes look forward. Reach up and dive it down. Relax your neck, lift those hips high. Long, relaxed spine. And now we'll place the hands down and bend the knees, taking them as wide as you would like to find that child's pose again. Taking it where you would like. Bringing that calmness back to the body. Let's walk it up. Find a seated position. Now, we took many gentle back extensions. Let's take some more forward folds just to release the spine. Stretch it, especially the lumbar spine, and some spine twists. Again, I want you to bring the soles of your feet together, far from the groin. Inhale, exhale, dive it down. Forehead reaching toward the insteps of your feet. Inhale and exhale, release. Shoulders are down and back, hands are relaxed. Right ear moves toward the right shoulder. Just letting gravity take over the stretch of the neck. Roll your chin toward your chest. Lift your face. Left ear toward left shoulder. Letting gravity take over. Roll your chin toward your chest. And lift your face. Take a big inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to your right. We don't want to take too deep of twists. If we're pregnant, we don't want to cut off the blood flow, the circulation to the belly. So we could use the same leg for leverage. And if it's safe for you, you can reach across. Shoulders down from your earlobes. Next inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist to your left, using the same or outside leg. Every inhale, sitting up taller. Every exhale, twisting a little more. Next inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Now let's stretch those legs out again. We can take that little V to create space for the belly if needed. Inhale, lift, and exhale, full grab on wherever it works. Stretching forward and downward. Take those legs just as wide as you need. Inhale and exhale, release. You can bring them back together, a little bit back together if you would like. Drop your chin toward your chest. Right ear toward right shoulder. If it feels good, stretching. Those left fingertips out to the side. If it feels good, right hand to the side of your head. Release your head. Roll your chin toward your chest. And lift your face. Left ear toward left shoulder. If it feels good, stretching those right fingertips out. If it feels good, left hand to the side of the head. Release your head. Roll your chin toward your chest. Fingertips to the base of your skull to give a little gentle pressure on the back of your head. And release. We take a big inhale, lift up, and exhale, twist. You can use same or opposite leg. Shoulders down. Next inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, palms to your heart. And because I think it will feel good to do it again, soles of the feet together, heels far from your groin. And we find our kite pose, releasing the spine once more before we relax. and exhale, release. If you need to do anything else to prepare for Shavasana, please do. For many individuals, especially pregnant women, by a certain stage in their pregnancy, it is no longer safe to lie flat on the back, which is what's traditional for Shavasana. If it is safe for you, please do it the traditional way. If you need to lie on the side or just remain in your Sukhasana easy pose, you are welcome to. I'll guide us through our Shavasana and wake us up to close. So let's find whatever position we're going to take for final relaxation. Relax those feet, those legs. Let them melt into the floor. Your spine is very strong and lengthened underneath your body. Your abdomen and your chest rise and fall naturally with your breath, which no longer has to move in and out your nose only. Your face relaxes, your jaw relaxes, your tongue drops away from the roof of your mouth. There is no furrow in your brow. Let your mind drift away to somewhere very, very peaceful. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, slowly waking them up. Rock your head from side to side. If you're not there already, roll on to either side into a fetal position. When you're ready, use your two strong arms to push you into a comfortable seated position. It does not have to be cross-legged, but it can be. Sit up tall again. Close your eyes one more time. Remind yourself of your intention. Thank yourself for working toward it. Know that what you did was such a good thing for your body, your mind, and your spirit. Take a big inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale through the mouth. Thank you so much for letting me teach you today. Namaste. I do very much appreciate you joining me for practice today. Please join me again as I will be posting weekly videos throughout my pregnancy. I'm 22 weeks today. But again, this practice is good for anyone who's looking to do a more gentle style of flow. So if you like, please like the video, subscribe, feel free to share it with friends and family. Thank you very much for coming.